So I wanted to give an update, what it's been like, what's changed in the past 3 months. A lot has changed since our initial review. So disclaimer, my testing was done on the same blue unlocked version that I used in our review. If you haven't seen the review, we'll link it right here or down below, so you can go ahead and check that out. Go watch it and come back here. I'll wait for you. Reviewing a device like this is kind of tough. Everything is new. Hardware's brand new, software's brand new, so even though we spent weeks with the device before reviewing it, I'm still learning more and more about it as I go on. So that was appropriate now 3 months later to sort of give some updated thoughts, because things have changed. So in the review, I was kind of tough on the screen. I initially thought that it seemed good, but not as good as the spec sheet of 5.96 inches. 2560 by 1440 would probably make you believe. I have softened that stance a little bit. The more I use it, the more I notice the sharpness, and tweaking the saturation of the display helped a huge amount. So I don't think the screen is as good as the QHD displays that Samsung's put out. It's definitely better than I initially gave it credit for. The more I use Lollipop also, the more I could appreciate the nuances there. It's not just a fresh coat of paint. It feels leaner, faster, more capable, more intuitive. Things on here just absolutely blazingly fast. You're probably thinking like I am, no crap, it feels fast, John. It's got a Snapdragon 805 and 3 gigs of RAM. That would probably make anything feel zippy. And yeah, odds are you're right. The combination of ridiculous hardware and very capable software makes this a smartphone user's dream. I also really like that the unlocked version is fully compatible with AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. I've tested it on all three and everything worked, including CDMA and Verizon. Some of you guys have been asking about that, even though Verizon doesn't have an official version out yet. Another small note, something I really liked, and still attention to detail that Motorola did. I really like the textured power button. It makes it very easy to find. On the phone, the volume up and down is right below it, so your finger kind of naturally goes there, but it makes it really easy to find to have that textures on it. Nothing giant, huge deal like Motorola did, but I really liked having that there. Also, I heard reports of the back popping off here. We had no such issues at all on our test devices. So maybe those are a vocal minority, but the ones that we've had, we've seen no issues. So I like big phones. I always have ever since the original Note, going back to the old Dell Streak. This phone though still feels gigantic to me, and I've got very large hands. It's not just the height, the width can make it really tough to hold and navigate. It's not so big that I wouldn't use it, but it is big enough. This was the only phone I planned on using for a year or longer. The size would definitely give me a moment or two of pause. My advice though, try it out first to make sure you're okay with the size, especially if you plan on putting a case on it. That's going to make it just even gianter. As I mentioned in the disclaimer, we tested the blue version. It looks gorgeous in pictures, but in reality, it looks kind of gross after you hold it, even with clean hands. Get a case or go for the gray model. The camera on the back, much like the Moto X, is still kind of blah. My opinions I had in initial review, I think, still hold water here. It's fine in ideal situations, but not low light. It's not great again. It's not awful, but it's far from being the best camera out there. If you're taking pictures in ideal conditions, you're outside, plenty of sunlight, they're going to look great. But you drop the light a little bit, start to look a little washed out. We stop real fast, thank our friends at domain.com. They're the place to go when that next great idea is going to hit you. It's one-stop shopping for all your domain and web hosting needs. The list of available extensions is growing. It's not just .com, .net, .org anymore. You can get things like .nyc or .ninja. And who kind of wouldn't want a .ninja? There are over 200 plus domain names to choose from right now. So pick out the one that's going to be best for you. I'm going to get just John.ninja because I am one. The guys at domain.com want to hook our fans up too with a pretty solid deal. So save 15% on domain names and web hosting when you use coupon code TechnoBuffalo. That's one word, TechnoBuffalo lowercase, at domain.com's checkout. Back to the video. I do wish you had external storage, but you know going in, it's not going to have it. So you make it work just like it would on the iPhone. It would have been nice if it was there since Android supports it, but Motorola omitted it, so you can get up to 64 gigs. You should be able to make that work size-wise, and of course you get a ton of cloud storage through Google or any other third parties. So I love this phone still. I've never said this about a device before though, but I wish it was a little bit smaller. If you like a big daddy phone though, you're gonna be really hard pressed to find anything better. This is an incredibly well-spec'd phone. It's very well built. It's got a beautiful display, very powerful, do anything you want. It's really customizable as Android, always is. You're getting the latest from Google, you get the most updates as they come, the most up-to-date software that Android has. You're getting a really solid and great experience. So if you don't mind a huge phone, you're not gonna find much better than the Nexus 6. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you like the Nexus 6. We always appreciate it. Until next time, I am John Render from TechnoBuffalo. Talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Second? All right. Let's get Nexy with it. See what I did there? We good?